Hello everyone, today is the second episode where I edit your photos. If you wanna be in the next episode, please send me your raw photos via email at contact@louimagin.com. Okay, so I'm on this image, so that's the raw image, I didn't do anything. It's a photo from Cassandra, so thank you Cassandra for this photo. I really like it, I love the flowers here, I love the buildings. It's nice that we have some subject here. I think it's a bit sad that we don't have the top part of these towers. Let's see what we can do with generative fill. We might be able to get this back. Let's see. So here I'm in camera raw. I'm just going to do some first adjustments. Let's see. We might be able to recover some details in the sky. I'm just trying stuff around. I don't know the image. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, to be honest. So let's just play around with the setting before deciding anything. Okay. I like maybe some warmer tones. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I really like to have some clarity down. Yeah. I'm gonna bump up the exposure because I feel like it gives a nice feels to the bricks on the buildings here. Then later with the filters I'm going to, I think, decrease the texture from this part, and we might want to have some light coming from the side. Here we can see that the light comes from the right side because if you look at the shadows and the light, so for example on the roof, you can see that the light is coming here and the shadows is on this side, which means the light is coming from this side. I think I added a bit too much blue in the shadows. I'm gonna do a split toning here. Something I do very often in my edits. It's super subtle, but let's keep it. I'm gonna fix the geometry. Okay, now I want to create an ellipse filter to create a kind of light coming from the sky. So you create an ellipse and you imagine that the middle is the sun. So the sun is not in the image, so we're gonna put it outside. And everything that is in the image is going to give a nice light leak look. So we're gonna bump up the exposure. We want something a bit warmer. Let's see if I add some more. It's maybe a bit too much in the yellows. And then I'm going to take the texture down. It's what I said a bit earlier. Clarity as well. So it gives really the look that, you know, when you have a lot of sun, it looks like it's a bit misty, like there is a bit of light feel. I'm not sure how to explain that. But yeah, you're gonna see what I mean. Okay, so you can see before and after, and it's like there is kind of a light ray coming here, and it looks quite nice. I would have loved it if it was coming behind those girls, but they are really in the shadows, so that wouldn't make that much sense. So you can see before and after. I like it already. Let's go to color mixer. I want to see what we can do with the greens. Okay, I don't want to touch the blues because there are too many different things that are moving. Okay, I want to add another filter, a linear gradients. Some vignettes. Okay, so we will be able to focus more on this tower, this part of the building, and we're gonna do something with the subjects so we can focus on them more. I like this image. I really like the light coming from here. Maybe we can add some more blue here on this tower. It's a bit difficult because I haven't seen the scene in real life, so I'm not sure. So sometimes the photo and the feels of the scene is really different, and so that's why. And when you have to choose colors, it's very important to know how the scene feels because it's easier to add colors, to manipulate them. Here, because I didn't see the scene, we're gonna do what looks best and maybe work a bit on some color harmony. Let's see. Here, that would be easy to do a complementary color scheme because it's already very orange. And the roofs are kind of blue tones, so we could do a complementary color scheme. Even eventually a split complementary because there are some red parts, so we could have some orange, maybe reds in the flowers here, and maybe this part would be more red than the rest. And we would have some blue cyan here, which would create a split complementary very easily. Yeah, let's see. So let's go into Photoshop. I open as an object. Okay, so first I want to try to extend the image. Let's see if I can do that. So here we have generative expand, so let's try. I'm not gonna write anything, just gonna generate it. Okay, it looks good for this part, I think. Yeah, not too bad. It was probably not looking like this, but it's good. For this part, I really don't like it. Let's see what we can do. It does look kind of weird. I'm actually not a big fan of generative fill. It looks good from far, always. But then when you zoom in, it looks terrible most of the time. So yeah, people that tells you it's great, I think they just don't zoom in. Because look, it's all blurry here. So it's fine if you don't zoom in, and same here. This thing doesn't make sense. The best that we could do, let's try. So you're gonna learn some stuff, some compositing stuff along the way. I want to remove this, but I want to keep the sky. I'm just trying now, and okay. Kind of like this. Could look okay. I'm gonna use the remove tool and remove all those parts here. Okay, perfect. Command D, and we have a top. Good enough top of the tower. Now I'm going to clean the image quickly. Let's see. So I created a new layer. Let's call it cleaning. And then we're gonna remove some stuff. You can move the image, and that's easier to see what is on the image, where are the things to clean. Because at least you're sure it's not on your screen, and it's always easier to see when you are moving the image around. So you can do H and then move the image, and you can do that on even if you are retouching studio photography. It's very easy to see on the backdrop where are the things to clean. Okay, and now I'm going to work a bit on the colors. I wanna have more of those reds and maybe add more blue on this roof. So I'm gonna use color balance, shadows, add more blue in the shadows, more cyan. Okay, Command I. And now I'm going to brush this part of the roof. And I'm going to create a selection because that'll be more precise and that's easy to make a selection here. So why not doing it? Command Shift I to invert the selection, and now I am brushing. Command D to deselect, and okay, so it might be a tiny bit too much. I'm going to reduce the opacity here. Okay, I'm gonna add some part, this part and this part, so it's match. I want to do this part here. So here we don't want to, here I don't want to make a crazy edit, something that is not too long to create. Because I know that you guys don't like to watch never-ending videos. I'm doing quick decision and trying stuff and keeping it if I like it. If not, I'm just deleting the layer. But it gives you an idea of what could be a workflow in Photoshop for this kind of image. And if you want to really learn how I make decision, what are all the techniques I use to choose my colors, etc., because I don't have the time to show everything here, then you can check out my masterclass where we talk about all of that in detail and where you also have access to the raw image we retouched together and the PSD file so you can open it in your computer and you can learn all the techniques I use in my edits. Okay, so here same, I'm making very quick selection. It's not perfect, but that'll be enough for us here. Okay, then I'm gonna add one more color balance and add some red. Command I to invert the mask, and I wanna add this to those little things here. I don't know if it's windows or something. Nice, I like it. I'm gonna do the same for this window. I really like to add reds in images. Okay, nice. Now I'm gonna work quickly on the greens. I'm gonna take the curves for change. And I'm taking the hand. I'm gonna pick a green here. Yeah, Command I, B on my keyboard to take the brush, and I'm brushing here all my green spots. Okay, now I want to create some atmosphere with the light. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm creating an empty layer. Going to call it atmosphere B with a very bright color, kind of orange color. Okay, with maybe 20% flow. B on my keyboard, and I'm going to, with the hardness of 0%, going to brush. Okay, it's even too much, so I'm going to use maybe 5%. Okay, still too much. Okay, so you can see before and after. Now we are going to create a mask, and with B on my keyboard and 100% opacity, 100% flow, I'm gonna use a black color, so X to change my active colors, and I am going to remove this light, this pole light, so it looks like the light effect is behind it, and it's going to add more character to this pole light because I really like it, so I think it deserves to have a more important role in the photo. Same with the flowers. Okay, we're gonna do the same with the people. I'm doing a very quick job. The selection could be a lot better. So if you are editing your raw image, please do good selections, it's important. Okay, so that still has to be good enough, otherwise you won't get the effect. So I'm fixing some parts. Here I won't get the time to make the wall section perfect because it's kind of complex shapes, but you get, I think you get the point. So you can see before and after. We are more focused on this polite, which I like because it's really nice in the image. Now we're gonna add some more, let's add a curve. Let's see some more contrast on the wall image. And some more color. Let's see what we can do. More blue in the shadow. If I want to add some more yellow in the highlight, I just I stay in the blue curve, and as yellow is the opposite color of blue, I just go to the highlight and I go down. And it's going to add a yellow to the image. So I'm going to add a point here so it doesn't move the wall curve, and I'm going down only in the highlights. Okay, nice. So it's very strong. I don't want it to be that strong, so I'm gonna reduce the opacity. Okay, so we can see before and after. Nice. We can also use a gradient map to give a feel to the image. I like to do some split toning with the gradient map as well, so let's do that. I think that will be it for this image. There are a lot of other things that I could do if I had more time. So for example, I could do some dodging and burning to help to emphasize the shadows and the light in my image, but it does take quite a lot of time. I could also help the glow of some parts, like here on the bricks, here on the side of this tower, for example. But yeah, you would have to create a new layer and set it on overlay. Here we can actually sharpen this image together, so call it sharpening. So I go to filter high pass, and then I want to see only the texture and no colors. So if you can see, if I go too far, I'm gonna start to see the color. It's not what we want. We want to see only the texture. So here 3 pixel looks good, and then I'm gonna go to overlay. I think it looks nice. And then I'm going to use mask, so option mask to remove from everywhere, and then with a white brush I'm going to brush only the parts that I want to be sharpened. So I want the tower here and this building. I don't want to be on the light here, so it gives really this dreamy look where the light is happening here. So you can see before and after. Before, this is the raw image, and after. Added some lights, feels to the image. It's something that is very easy to do and very quick. Here it's a bit long because I was explaining some stuff, but if you do it by yourself in 15 minutes you can have done everything. So it's an edit that can be done very easily. You don't need a lot of skills to do that in Photoshop. And if you want to go deeper to understand how to create colors, how to create an atmosphere, how to choose the color, how to choose adjustment layers and more, you can check out my masterclass where I explain all that in details, but that's not the purpose of this edit. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned a few techniques along the way, and if you want to get a chance to be in the next episode, send me your raw photos at contact@louimagin.com.